I think you're going about it the wrong way. That's actually deceitful when you think about it. When you break it all the way down, I think that you should feel very comfortable in yourself, in your own skin, and expect that person to gravitate to what it is that you truly are. The only way that you're going to find somebody you're really compatible with and not waste time. I would rather upset somebody on the first date and not have to waste my time, money, effort on a second date than to possibly find out that somebody is with everything else that I'm with. And again, I've went on dates with women who may be perceived as what you're calling goofy, and I just brush it off because I've had where people are nervous sometimes, and I can tell they're noticeably nervous. But you're human, and again, I don't think you're giving the right men credit for it.
You can absolutely really like somebody and not really offer up a whole lot of conversation. Mostly just because there are people that exist like me. I don't like people like me don't be wanting to say the wrong thing. Like you could just say some off the wall shit. Because some people have just like random thoughts. And it sometimes it's nerve-wracking being around someone you really like. So sometimes it's because I like you so much that I don't say anything because I'm like, this nigga gonna think I'm retarded. So I just, you know what I'm saying? So like people like me just be quiet because I'm like, I might run him off. I don't know if he's ready for my brain yet. So that's just one of them things. So people like me struggle to have conversations because I'm like, man, this brain.
Whoa, so you haven't come across them yet. They're like videos where guys will be like showing their girlfriends and their wives, and she'll be doing something like super silly. Like she might have on one of those like inflatables or something. He'd be like, I cannot believe I was so nervous to talk to this goofball. She's like gorgeous, you know what I'm saying? But she's doing something like so silly. Like that's you. Like
that's me.
You're gorgeous. Like just he's gonna like you. He's gonna like you. He may even like that retarded kid that you said you was gonna say, but he has to see it first. You gotta test him out. You don't know yet.
But okay, so here's the thing though. A lot of men are not safe to do that around. Like
that's true.
Men, like some men be like, you doing too much, you too much. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's not the guy for you. That's not the guy for you.
Sure.
You don't stop. You just don't do it for him.
Right. Nah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to see what type of man they are first. Like, I be trying to test the waters because like I can't be my full self around people who don't get it or who don't accept it.
No, Bo.
So
I think
that a waste of time, though.
No, Bo. You're hurting yourself. You're hurting yourself. I think you're going about it the wrong way. That's actually deceitful when you think about it. When you break it all the way down, I think that you should feel very comfortable in yourself, in your own skin, and expect that person to gravitate to what it is that you truly are. The only way that you're going to find somebody you're really compatible with and not waste time. I would rather upset somebody on the first date and not have to waste my time, money, effort on a second date than to possibly find out that somebody is with everything else that I'm with. And again, I've went on dates with women who may be perceived as what you're calling goofy, and I just brush it off because I've had where people are nervous sometimes, and I can tell they're noticeably nervous. But you're human, and again, I don't think you're giving the right men credit for it. Mature men understand all these human emotions, right? We are constantly training on how to regulate, how to notice women's emotions and interact based on that properly. So I can't stress the point enough that we are not going to hold that against you. And even if you did say something that you thought was out of pocket, sometimes they'll say something. And when somebody does that, I've seen people make the corrections in real time, and I'll be like, yo, don't do that. Or listen, don't parse your words around me. Feel free to say exactly what it is that's on your mind, and do not be concerned about how to parse your words because I'm going to accept you for what you are. I would rather see all of you right now. It's going to save yourself so much time, and you won't be in relationships with people who you're not actually compatible with. Because why would you have two choices. One, be deceitful and they find out the surprise, or suppress who you are for the duration of the relationship. And both of those don't work.
No, how y'all doing, man? Y'all looking good, man. I'm glad you let me up, man. Y'all looking good. All y'all shining, man. That's what I like, man. I hope y'all get old and ugly like me one day. I just that's what should be
Eventually.
a goal for some of y'all. I'm 58, so I take it in grace, right? Everybody's been saying some good points, and in retrospect to, I guess the most to me, when you between 25 and 45, that's the most dynamic time of adulthood. That's when you're supposed to be socializing. You stop hanging around the goofballs. And to me, it's not about being goofy. It's about having a personality. My mother taught me long ago, if a woman don't show up for you, when then don't run behind her. Because once you start running behind her, you ain't chasing her. You chasing every nigga that she's running to. So she taught me that when I was 14 years old. And I sort of accepted that model. I never really had problems getting women at all. I was a single man for a lot of years, man. I went to college, joined the military. Hell, they was flying me out when I was in my 30s, single out there. And I got to a point where, like, okay, it's not about playing games for me anymore. And, I never met a woman that didn't want to have a conversation. We can all tell jokes and things like that, but it's about when I hear being compatible. Me and my wife are completely opposite in the things that we like, but our ideologies about life and family and marriage and, being together is spot on point. A lot of times we finish each other's sentences, and she reminds me. And even when I met women before them, I knew there was something that they didn't provide for me, because I am a so-called a jokester. I come from a generation where, we sit around and we talk about each other's ugly toes and big nose and big lips forever. But we learned to accept our uglies. And I think somebody was speaking about those things that people try to not bring to the forefront, but they don't accept it about themselves. So y'all just in a dynamic space, because I don't want to take up a lot of time, but like somebody said, man, a lot of it's just high school ideology. A lot of it is, right? Because y'all got sisters, aunties, cousins that all act like the women y'all trying to chase. So don't focus on those type of women. It's an opposite set of women, but they're not as loud. And if y'all two ain't loud to each other, then how y'all gonna get to know the true selves of each other? You should be able to accept yourself at any capacity. We talk about this, we all average. Hell, we ain't started a movement or generated, you know what I'm saying? We ain't at that level, so we all trying to build. And it's just, I would say this, and I'll shut up. Between now and the next 5 years, y'all gonna be old and ugly like me. I don't think y'all want to spend the rest of y'all years chasing the tail or being an independent queen. It won't fare well. And I'm not saying you have to get married, but make sure a woman pulls out all her Halloween candy on your table. She come into your hut. Hey, I want to know everything you got. Because conversations about, did she sleep with your dude? The dude you don't like 10 years ago, because y'all live in cities. The cities ain't that big. Hell, y'all know these women when y'all see them. It's just, if you want a certain kind of woman, only look at that certain kind of woman. It's okay to win the shop. It's okay. But at this point, being mature, you don't have to touch it now. You passed I want this type of car. You got a nice, reliable car, and you keep it shine and keep it wax. And women, listen, a lot of y'all, and I'm speaking to the women with children, allow y'all sons and daughters to hang out with the father, even if he was a cheater. Let them find out if he ain't no good. Because I hear this a lot of mindset of a lot of people were led by mama for the most part, because your mama taught you how to chase the woman. She told you put the woman first. So now when you dealing with your peers, because y'all all peers, y'all can't find each other. That's the hardest thing. I'm like, y'all all beautiful, intelligent. It's got to be somebody that you can make a deal with, because all y'all got some uglies that y'all not willing to share. And I shut up. I'm sorry.